Well, that was an article that made me hungry. Even though it's talking about how expensive things are these days, which they kind of are, I can't stop thinking about eating any sort of food at this moment. Although it doesn't have to be Italian, I would prefer it right now. Now, homemade pasta is both cheaper than normal, cheaper than now, and tastes way better. And a good egg pasta, oh man. Anyways, the article. So basically, this has arisen because people started complaining that pasta prices were not lowering these days, even though the ingredients of the pasta had lowered. Now, originally pasta was on the cheaper side, but through pandemic, through the war in Ukraine and Russia, through a lot of different factors, these sort of ingredients for pasta started to increase in price. And quite naturally, as it does in any sort of capitalist or free market, it will increase the price along with it. However, now since these prices are starting to drop, let's say flours and oils, eggs even, pasta prices are not. And even more, ramen prices are not. And so some Italians are even calling so far as to boycott eating pasta, which is, I don't know what they eat if they're not eating pasta, for a little bit until companies decide that they need to finally lower prices in accordance with the ingredients price as well. Something similar is happening in Korea, where the government is actually stepping in and highly encouraging, which I believe mostly means ordering, but not legally, or I shouldn't say not by law, ramen manufacturing companies to reduce prices, saying, hey, this is too much. Ramen is supposed to be this food that anyone can access regardless of their financial ability. Same thing with soju that they talked about not too long ago. And they said we need to reduce these prices ASAP. Do you guys ever get hangry? Do you ever get mad when you don't eat or get hungry?
I think everybody does, right? Do you get hangry?
It takes a lot.
Oh, it takes a lot,
Yeah,
okay.
It takes a lot for me to get hangry.
Do you remember a time where you became hangry?
I remember it, so the only time I remember being hangry is when I was about to eat and then someone was stopping me to talk or do something. I can't remember exactly what the whole conversation was about, but I was like, you gotta stop now. I haven't eaten all day, I wanna eat this. It's right in front of me, like what is happening? That's when I think I got hangry the most. But not eating, like if food's not in front of me, or I don't have any sort of like that situation, I don't feel like I'm more angry than usual.
Okay. I definitely get
Maybe
hangry.
all day it would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your blood sugar goes down and then, it affects things. So I think
that
it's
candy.
Yeah, you need to have something.
I do drink coffee. Okay. I wonder if that has to do with like keeping the mood up and everything,
Maybe.
even though I'm not eating.
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have any specific examples of this, or
all the time?
All the time.
I can't even...
You're like every day, right now.
Yeah, just my wife and I, we always keep an eye on each other's hangriness levels, and if we can't decide where to go, then someone starts getting hangry. So we just, all right, this place.
Yeah,
let's avoid a meltdown.
I have learned something similar recently.
Yeah,
I've learned that although I'm okay, the other half is not, and so maybe we should eat quite quickly.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of the times when people are hangry, they might not know it. They're like, this is so weird. I hate a worse situation. I hate this. And then they eat and they're like, oh, life is better. Yeah. Yes, it is, isn't it? Do you think Korea has any hope that ramen prices will actually go down?
So actually, I work for one of the large ramen companies, and I work in the kind of logistics procurement area. So I know a lot about this, actually. Do I think they're going to go down? No.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how our system works. Is they'll say, "Oh, we have to raise the prices because other things, the." Products need higher priced ingredients, so we have to do it. But when the prices go down, they don't lower the prices. Yeah. That's just how it works.
Like, oh, we need more time for this, for production models to be put through, maintain price for now.
Yeah. And So I wouldn't hold your breath. But there is a truth to the lead time. That was an excuse given. It's not an excuse. It's a real thing. From what I've learned working there, it is a real thing.
I mean, individual humans can't change on a dime usually, much less a whole global company.
These are global companies, and they're dealing with a lot of production, and the ingredients come in large quantities, and the process is huge. So
they're like, we already bought the high price flour. So maybe next time.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, it sounds like we shouldn't hold our breath on this one. But for now, make your own ramen at home. I don't know how to make ramen. I mean, I know how to make the packaged ramen, but not like noodle ramen. But you have to fry it, don't you?
Yes. But if you make it fresh, then you don't fry it, you just boil it. It's the same as Italian pasta.
Yeah.
You just need your broth and everything else. You're good to go.
So it's just Asian pasta.
Yeah. Well, pasta is just European noodles.
European ramen. Gosh. Oh, gosh.
Went the other way.
Well, anyways. All right. Well, let's go ahead and read all the vocabulary words down below. They're actually quite fun this time. I think they're quite nice to use in your everyday conversation. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Hangry.
Hangry.
Boycott.
Boycott.
Jeopardize.
Jeopardize.
Commodity.
Commodity.
Unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous.